Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today I'm doing a video. It's a question that I know a lot of us have asked ourselves. Should I have a business partner or nah? So before we get into this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Make sure to click subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Feel free to ignore that in the back. This right here, my ceiling, I do have to get it fixed, and I'm going to be moving around a little bit because I am expecting someone. So I'm in the office in the salon right now, and yeah, you guys, so go ahead and bear with me. So first things that I want to go over is the benefits on having a business partner. So the first benefit that comes to mind is having pretty much a financial investment, having financial assistance. So when you start a business, it is very, very expensive, especially when you're doing a brick and mortar type of business. But we're going to focus on the website portion just because a lot of you guys have websites. So even with the website, there's a lot of business costs. You know, there's website design if you decide to go that route. There's costs for your website. There's inventory. There's, packaging. There's costs for somebody to create your logo. There's just a lot of costs. So having a business partner can kind of help remove some of the investment from just you only. Hold on, guys. All right, so instead of you being the only one that is putting your money out for the business, you actually have someone else that's working with you that is able to go ahead and put some of that money in the business as well. So you don't really have to worry about spending your last dime or spending all of your business savings because you have that help. So that's the very first benefit of working with someone, is being able to kind of split the cost down the middle. The other good benefit is, like when poets or writers, they get like writer's block where they try to think of new content to write, but they just cannot think, your mind just goes blank. I get that too, but I call it business block. And what that is if I lose kind of inspiration, or if I can't find inspiration and I'm needing something to post on Instagram, or needed something to post on Facebook, or needing a new idea for a certain sale that I want to do. Sometimes the ideas just don't come to me. I'm just I don't know what to do. I don't know where I should go, what direction I should move in. So having a business partner would help with that too, because you have somebody that understands your business model, understands your target, understands your audience, and will be able to help you kind of bring that vision to life. So that's another good perk about having a business partner. Also, the third perk that I'll probably mention is operation assistance and customer service. So the bigger that your brand gets, the more customer service inquiries you'll have. When I first started, I really didn't have that many customer inquiries back in 2013. It wasn't every single day because I was just starting off, and a lot of people didn't know about bad chick hair. So just having that, I lost my train of thought. I see somebody through the window. But just having somebody that can actually help you with your customer service inquiries, help respond back to emails, help go to different business functions, different business meetings, just pretty much help you do your work, help you build your brand, and you don't have to spend all of your time, because being your own boss, as great and rewarding as it is, it's also a lot of work. And you just want to make sure that you are going to be able to manage, operate your business how you want to without taking all of your time away. So having help and stuff like that. Okay, so like I was saying, having a business partner is really good for that too, because they really help you with being able to run your business efficiently without everything being on your shoulders, if that makes sense. So I'm also going to go over the nah part and some of the cons and, reasoning. You want to sit down? Sit down? Here, sit right here. Some of the reasons why a lot of people decide not to go with the business partner. So one is, for your vision. A lot of times, when you're working with someone, you have to compromise. That's not always a bad thing, but it's the truth. You do have to compromise. And Makai, that's my son. But I was saying that you have to compromise. You have to be able to come together. So a lot of times, your whole full-fledged vision of the company may not come to pass because you're compromising. Their full-fledged vision of the company may not come to pass because they're compromising, and you guys just aren't able to do what you want to do individually. You have to make sure that everything matches up. So if you're someone that doesn't like compromise, if you're someone that kind of wants things done your way, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I really feel like, you know, in certain instances, if you want something done like a specific way, the best person to do it is you. I mean, that's just because you know how you want it to be done. You know how you want your processes to work. You know how you want, you know, everything to run. So, you know, if you are someone that really doesn't like compromise, then you may want to reconsider having a business partner. The other thing I want to touch on is sincerity. A lot of people want businesses. So a lot of people start businesses and they started, I don't want to say for the wrong reason, but they started for whatever and they end it quickly. And so you don't want to get into something where you're putting all of your money and all of your time into something and you have somebody on the side of you that's not as invested as you and is not as serious as you, because that will be a very long, disappointing journey. Knowing that, you know, you're putting everything into something and you're not really getting anything out of it. Or you're putting everything into it and this person isn't, and they're reaping all of the benefits. So you're sitting here and you're spending your last dime on the inventory. You're spending sleepless nights answering customer service inquiries and being available for your clients, and they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there pretty much just reaping the benefit. So you want to be leery of that too. Also with sincerity, I want to kind of go over consistent too. I mean, that was kind of went over consistent too. I mean, you don't want to be the only person that's consistently posting on your social medias, consistently trying to find more, you know, girls to network with, trying to find different events to go. I mean, no one wants to be the only person working. So keep that in mind. Also, professionalism. A lot of times when we look at partnering or business partners, we look at people that we trust. And a lot of times people that we trust are friends, relatives, or someone that we have a personal relationship with. That can get kind of tricky too, just because a lot of our friends, I'm just going to put out there, aren't professional. Not the way that you want them to be. You know, you don't want it to be different kind of levels of customer service within your brand. A lot of things you can't control. The bigger you get, you know, the more people you're going to have on your team, and the longer it kind of takes for you to get information. So like at McDonald's, you know, company, corporation, but, you know, the owner of McDonald's doesn't know every single detail of what's happening, because the industry, I mean, the corporation is so big, you know what I mean? So everything doesn't get to him right away or her right away. So that's the same thing. I mean, as your business grows, you may not know all of the issues that happen on a day-to-day basis exactly when they happen, but you want to make sure that you trust someone and that you're working with someone that you know will handle the issues in a way that you would, you know, or better, you know. You want someone with great customer service. I don't want to talk to my clients and my customers get used to me being completely professional, completely polite, and then I bring someone else in on bad check here and they start sending emails with an attitude, or they decide to start cursing on the phone with different customers or clients, or they decide to just have an effort attitude. You know, that is going to tarnish the whole brand, because no one's going to look at us separately as individuals. They're going to look at Bad Check here as a brand. So keep that in mind when you're looking at partnering with someone. Look at how professional they are. Third thing I'm going to touch on is failed friendships. Like I mentioned before, a lot of times we go into business partnerships with our friends, relatives, people that we feel close with. And just keep in mind that money changes a lot of relationships. It just changes the dynamic. Me personally, I wouldn't try to go into like a long-term working role with somebody that I love, someone that's in my family or a very close friend, just because I don't want money to ever deter us or make us look at each other differently. My brother's girlfriend, who I look at as a sister, she has helped me start up Bad Chick Hair Salon, and she's been here a lot of days helping me. And we have never run into any type of issues. But I think it has something to do with the money as well, because we don't really, the salon portion isn't generating as much money because it's brand new and it's a startup. So there's really nothing that, you know, we're arguing about. And even if the salon was making a lot of return and a lot of profit, I don't think that we would even be arguing, just because we have a level of respect for each other. But if the business got, you know, really expanded, I don't think that I don't want to say I wouldn't work with her, but I would do it in a way where, you know, we both pretty much don't let the money come in between us. And that's very hard for a lot of people to do, because I've heard this story so many times. Like, I've hired my sister and we loved each other. Now we hate each other because she took this from the business. I don't ever think it would be anything like that. I know when we first was going to open the salon, a lot of people would tell us too, like, you guys, be careful, you know, you're going to start hating each other. And we never did. I mean, we've only been open for maybe 3 months. So it's not really a long time to tell. But, you know, I am kind of nervous of working side by side with someone that I love, because I just don't want that money factor to destroy a relationship. I care more about relationships than I do about money any day. I care more about my family than I do about money any day. I mean, they're the reason that I try to make money, so I can support my family and I can, you know, continue doing what I'm doing. So those are, you know, just some of my tips on if you are considering having a business partner, kind of the conversations and the thoughts that you should have with yourself. I did decide to start Bachelor Care. I look at Bachelor Care and Bachelor Care Salon as two separate entities. Even though we're the same company, I still look at them, you know, as two separate, you know, parts of Bachelor Care. So with the Bachelor Care website, I have no problem running that on my own. I have no problem. I actually enjoy the customer service interactions. I actually enjoy, I mean, everything that comes along with it. So I don't have any problem with doing that portion by myself. And because it's online, I have the flexibility to answer you guys or communicate with you guys on my phone. I always have my phone, or I have the option to pretty much choose like when I respond back and be able to set myself a schedule where I'm not overwhelmed. But when you have like a brick and mortar business, like when I have to be at the salon, it's a little bit different because I can't be everywhere at once. So there are times that I just cannot be at the shop. And, you know, at that point, I'm kind of missing the client interaction. And there's times that I just cannot, you know, meet every client that comes into the shop, or even meet everyone that, you know, every potential stylist or braider, just because I am not available to be physically here all the time. And I'm going to do another video about that, because I know a lot of people that are considering open salons have asked me what my experience has been. Am I liking it? What do I think about it? And that's a whole separate video. So if you are interested in that, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If we get over, I don't know, my likes have been really, really low on these last few videos. So if we can get maybe up to, let's say 10 likes, and I know that sounds low, but trust me, you guys, I have not been getting that many likes at all. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, you know, maybe if we can get up to 10 likes, then I will do a video about how I feel about the salon and give you guys tips about, you know, pretty much from my experience in running a salon, and would I recommend someone else going into it, and, you know, pretty much just like my thoughts, how I feel about it. So if you guys have any other questions, like always, be sure to leave them below in the comments. I always get back with you guys. Feel free to contact me on any of my social medias. They will be linked below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.